call the meeting to order. And we will start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, the approval of the agenda. I sent it to you, all of you.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to make some, in addition to the agenda.
So we have 5 minutes, Mark. What do you want to make it? There is no addition. We cannot do an addition.
It's going to fall under some of this anyway.
Mark, we cannot make an addition. No. No, I told you that. I wrote you that.
I know, but it's going to fall under some of these items that we're going to be talking about with the park swap.
We'll talk to it then when we get to the swap. But we don't have time. We don't have time. You're not going to start tonight.
I'm not starting anything. None of this.
All right, we're going to pass. We will. Is there an approval of the agenda?
Make a motion.
To approve? Okay, Brock.
Well, is there any other additions? I sent all of it.
Mark! Stop!
What am I doing wrong?
We're
talking about the agenda.
Okay. And I just told you about the agenda. We cannot add to it tonight. We just can't. Kelly?
Yeah, I'll approve the agenda.
And Jack?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, we just can't, Mark. I'm going to introduce our guest. We have Jen Wentz, she's our co-manager. We have Dave Kinsley and officers. Okay. We are going to move the land swap up to this position because there's church services and people have to go. So, there are copies of the land swap.
Do you know if the office is open?
I don't think it is.
Okay.
What do you need?
Well, I have some copies, or kind of working things together. You can look at it. I'll pass it around, and it's just kind of my opinion, kind of what we looked at, pass it around, what direction, see how everything goes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, just kind of because I was trying to get them clarified out. It may align with what you're thinking, it may not.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay, we're going to start by reading our mission statement of the Washburn Park Board, that we are to provide the best possible recreation for Washburn residents of all ages. Create parks, pool, and game venues for the enrichment of the community residents. That's our call.
Mm-hmm.
The proposal is, we respectively propose that the Park Board trades the city at no cost to the Park Board the land from the boat ramp road going west under the bridge to the boat ramp area, then north all the way to Lewis and Clark Trail in exchange for 3 lots on Main Avenue that has the Veterans Memorial as shown on the map. Does everybody have a copy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is mostly public access road which is maintained by the city. This will allow the city to move forward and improve the area and be responsible for any further upkeep. This area includes our water intake and piping system. The city has the contract with Game and Fish for the boat ramp and dock, and that's a 100-year agreement. This would be a complete split of one body owning and another maintaining the area. It is our understanding that the Park Board has interest to pursue a joint effort with the American Legion to improve the Main Avenue lot into a Veterans Memorial Park. It is our belief that this would be a logical approach to move forward with improving both of these areas and using them to the greatest extent. This is only a proposal at this time. We would like to get the Park Board's blessing before pursuing this matter further. So, I'm making a,
Or you do that, can we read what he has?
Sure.
Yeah, because good, better, and different names, right? It may align with what your thoughts are, it may not, but,
I didn't get one.
It's only one
yeah,
copy.
that's why,
Oh.
I thought I had printed more at the office when I left, but it only printed one off. That being said, after doing a lot of research, as much as I could, there's obviously going to be a substantial amount more of land, 8 acres compared to a quarter acre. However, the north end of that north end of the city over there, that was zoned just for residential building, and it's only going to be like a quarter acre, or I'm sorry, it's going to be like 1.2 acres respectively. But after that, everything's said and done, we already have a small park over there, and for a residential code, like I said, nothing is impossible. It can be done that way, but even if we were to deny it, you go to the city, they're going to deny it. You know, they're going to not approve it. So, it's not the most useful land over the 8 acres we have on the west side of the highway over there. I really don't see too much of my personal opinion after looking at it quite a bit. I know we have other options that were thought, maybe, push to a soccer field or expansion on the park portion, but I personally kind of looked at it quite a bit. I walked around quite a bit on it over there. I don't see the biggest benefit of that. I know I'm not the best on that portion of it, but I was looking at the website for Washburn, and there's a Vision 2025, and I cannot figure where I found it at or where it went to, but trying to find the same page where it was about them trying to want to expand more out. And according to some of the city council members, obviously they're wanting to try to essentially expand out. I guess some of the big turnarounds they're going to be having in the future, they're anticipating an influx of people that want to come potentially build and buy. Granted, I know they have a civil problem over there with the land, how it lays and stuff like that. Granted, they can do some different things on their portion to make the land better, because there's a lot of drainage issues over there. So, I mean, I'm 100% for it at first, and kind of after looking really delve more into it, I think it's kind of a more, personally, I think it's more of a headache than, so that's my.
Can I speak?
No, you cannot.
We all took a constitutional oath, and you're rejecting my free speech.
For tonight, I will give you a chance to talk. Not right now, Mark.
We're if you're looking for meeting minutes, I'd say we give them a couple minutes.
I am going to, yep.
Okay, all I'm gonna say is, can we listen to Mr. Kinsley, because he's representing the American Legion?
We haven't asked him to, but I suppose.
I asked if we.
Oh, you asked, okay. Of course, I like. Yeah.
I think that, Terry Warchuk and, Dean Burkett are more informed on this than I am. I would like them to come and, represent the league.
Well, Dean is not in tonight, and Terry isn't in.
Right.
So, but, that being said, 2 minutes.
It's
2 minutes, Mark. 2 minutes.
Okay, Dean Burkett called me.
No, you called him.
Yeah?
Yeah, okay.
Excuse me, Dean. But you said that Gary was gonna come to the meeting tonight to represent the Legion. And I had called him earlier, but the Legion is for the soccer field. Dean told me that they were willing to wait a couple months before we do an exchange, because they are all in favor of seeing us develop a soccer field.
All right, I'm going to stop you right now, because, Mark, this proposal is for us to give that land underneath the bridge, and for us to take over ownership of the Veterans Park. That's what this does. It says nothing about a soccer.
No,
That's a
but we're-
completely different issue. There is nothing that I've asked the city for that they haven't done. And so, don't bring that soccer field into this. It can't happen.
Just not to sour you guys from here, but the soccer is not part of the Parks and Rec.
Exactly, but it opens up an area for the future, for the Washburn Park Board, and there's no roads up there around that property. And being on the special assessment committee in the past, I know that those property owners that have houses up there,
Well, we'll negotiate that separate from this, Mark, because we're not going to, it isn't in the proposal. You came up with that afterwards. Yeah, you did.
okay, can I say one more thing?
Yeah.
In your rebuttal, you state that we already voted on this.
We did.
It's not in the minutes that we voted on it.
It didn't go through. You stopped it.
No, I didn't stop it. There was never a vote.
Okay, Mark.
I mean, you can read the minutes.
Can I ask on the kind of Brock's line? I visited with Tim Doctor about it too. He mentioned kind of what Brock had already said about the city zoning it for residential. And if we bring that to the city council, they're gonna deny it right away because they're already doing that residential those lots because of assessments coming into the community that we're gonna expand in our community. So he said to put a soccer field or soccer complex into there, he said it's kind of irrelevant when they want it residential and they're working with McLean County Rural Water to get those lots because of the drainage issues, to get a drainage system in on those lots. To be able to sell them for residential. Like last year, because of the runoff from the winter, he said it was pretty much flooded up there.
Here's what's wrong with living in flat North Dakota. We happen to live on a hill. And there are no big open places because everything is on a hill. But I have set up an appointment with the Asbury Park. And there's another piece of ground we're looking at up north. So hopefully we can do something. But it isn't in part of this deal, Mark, so stop it.
Not to be really, I'm just sorry. It's stay on focus on the agenda.
Yep, okay. So, that being said, do you have any questions about us, becoming owners of that 75 feet of?
Yes.
What?
Can I bring it up? Okay, Delphi sent some information to Jamie Weber about the lots down there, about the plumbing and stuff. Can I bring this? Yes, I'll let you read this.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it out loud.
Good, if you would.
Hi Mark, this is what I received from Chelsea, thanks Jamie. Hey Jamie, I have attached a copy of the water and sewer lines for those lots on Main. I also talked to Adam and Tim about the history of those lines. There is a good possibility that those lines are the original lines and even lead lines. They got off for replaced back in 1997. It is hard to say the condition of the sewer line exactly without digging it up and taking a camera to it. Let me know if you have any questions or Tim knows the history of those lines on Main Avenue if you want to ask him as well. Thanks, Chelsea.
Thanks, Gary.
What we're talking about, if we
No,
go over
we're
that,
not gonna talk about that. Why do you care where the pipes are?
because they're possibly lead pipes, and we're gonna, if we ever put water in there, it's gonna,
Mark, do you think that we're gonna pay for new piping? Who's gonna
It's
pick
on
up
our-
that bill?
it's gonna be on our, I don't know, Judy, but as a property owner, you need to know what's underneath your ground.
Mark?
And that's why,
Okay. You've had your time. You have. I'm sorry. You know?
Judy, you're just shutting me down from
Yeah.
trying to speak.
Yes. Okay.
That's not how to conduct a meeting.
Well, too bad. So sad, buddy. All right, we're gonna go on. And
So are we voting on moving forward with this land swap, or what are we doing with this? Where are we at with this right now?
Well, I'm prepared to vote in favor of the land swap.
I'll just do a roll call on it.
Yeah, I do too, I think so too.
Whatever.
Yep. Roll call vote.
All in favor of the vote?
No.
I'll make a motion to, do a roll call vote for the land swap.
Yeah,
Was in favor or against it,
Yeah. yeah.
Aye.
No.
Kelly. Brock. Judy. Aye. So the land swap has now been voted on, we have to, everybody, I have to do something now. Do we have to do more to complete this?
Well, you should ask the question after the first and second.
Okay, oh, that's right. All in favor, say aye. Okay, now we need,
Well, Brock made the motion, so
okay, Brock,
either way, go ahead with the land swap.
okay, and
I'll
who,
second.
okay. Thanks, Billy, thank you, Brock. Okay. Is there a question? Okay. All in favor? Say, oh, we already said aye, yeah, okay. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to,
Who the support? Well, the guy that was representing American Report, his name? Okay.
Terry Tinsley?
Was he supposed to represent today, or he's kind of just letting people know that Terry,
He was supposed, am I allowed to?
That's fine, yeah, I just want to clear up today because I asked a question, but he left, that's fine.
Greenberg said that he was coming in to support that the Legion would like to see us pursue the land swap
Okay.
and to try to get that property for a future soccer field.
Okay.
And then also, if you don't mind, the Legion, Gary wanted to invite me to the next American Legion meeting to give them a report, which I'll do, if that's okay with the board.
Absolutely.
not okay with me, but,
Can we take a vote?
nope, that's fine, you just keep your place.
I'd like to make a motion that I can go to the American Legion to give them a report as requested from the park board.
No, I'll second it. All in favor?
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Did you see, where are we at now? Are we on January minutes or financial?
Pardon?
One more time.
Yeah, I do.
Thanks, sir.
Sorry.
Okay, we're gonna go to approving the January minutes. Is there anybody here that will approve the January minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve them.
Okay, and I sent them to everybody, and I also sent you a copy of the December.
That's what it was, I was trying to that too.
Okay, yeah. So,
I'll second that.
let's see.
Do you have a copy of those minutes somewhere? I don't think I ever got them.
Oh, yeah, here's a copy.
And, do you have the December one?
I didn't print it off. Oh, here it is.
And these were, Jeanette, and she didn't send them out, so. Not from this pile. Wait a sec.
Oh, did you talk to the city about, the cities that the park board?
I did. Yeah, I did. We on the point from the agenda yet, or no?
Well, are they in agreement with the
Of the
property swap
with
that it's gonna be their responsibility
For which one?
to put Skippy down at the
Oh, I
program?
I
Cause we were doing that before.
guess that'd be on them. I mean, if we do a lamp up area, I guess.
Well, that's what,
Mark, I'm not going to,
We can discuss that a little later
Yeah.
for that.
yeah.
We'll get clarification on that.
So,
I'm assuming that if they're assuming that property, they're gonna be assuming the rest of the, issues to go with it.
okay, yeah, okay, I just want clarification.
approving meeting minutes, can we move to the financial report?
Did we vote on the minutes?
No. All in favor?
Alright,
All opposed? The financial.
This was your audit for continuing from McLean County. We went ahead and, I don't know if this is included on this, because I think we may have done this at the beginning of February, but we went ahead and did the check to ISI to cover the spraying and everything. We went ahead and did the check to McLean County to cover the taxes. We figured out that extra amount was the extra part of the ball field down there. In addition to the tax why it was higher this year. This is a copy of the checks and deposits for the month, and I think you guys can sign off on those when you have it. Mike, I do have a question for you. I got this back. It was undeliverable. Oh, okay, yeah, they moved. Okay. But I know I can deliver this. Okay, all right. I got this in the mail. This is a code for % off paint for the pool, if you guys are looking at doing pool.
What?
From a rec supply place for a discount on pool paint. You're looking at repainting the pool.
Okay, yeah.
This is the penalties and interest, or we got heavy on it against this, or?
It's probably interest.
We just, okay, we just said that kind of grouped together.
Is it a positive or negative?
It was positive, I didn't know if it was all,
It's your
okay.
interest at the end of the month, yeah. Again, not a whole lot going on. I just did the director's checks. Those are the ones that I need to sign there, so I can give those out to everybody. And then I have. Is the mic still on the signature card?
Yes, he hasn't signed yet,
You're asking me to sign it?
please.
And there's not a whole lot going on as of yet. So, but you're looking pretty good as far as your bank account goes, even with the payments that we were making, because I know you were talking about making the payment on that.
The pool equipment,
The park equipment, yeah.
yeah,
And so I
the
did
park
pretty good on
equipment,
that.
yeah. So that's still,
If anybody has any questions,
the Porta Playground, I have a bill for their playground equipment, and, it's $39,811. They have ordered it. It will be in the end of May or the first of June, and I started to order this playground equipment in September, so,
you're wanting to get that check as soon as possible to do the
you know,
grant stuff.
I would, because what I'd like to do is be able to present it so I can I'd like to write another grant to Garrison Diversion. So if I pay this off, or I tell them the bill, they give me $19,000, because they had granted me $19,000. But we have to show that we used it. And so then I would like to write another grant. Because there's things that we need and we just have to decide what I'm gonna write it on.
Yeah, I guess we can hand them out for everybody to put.
I'm gonna do an edit school.
Oh, okay. So if you want to take hers,
Sure.
actually, I need to get the bottom.
You want the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, we've decided this is gonna be monthly.
Yeah, really, nothing.
I need to get that one to Brock.
And then the one for
that.
that, I just think it's the very bottom portion. And then that list, do we still have that? I don't know what you're signing.
Oh, right here.
Oh, okay. This is the other one that needs to be signed, but
Oh, fine, both.
just the one, just the bills and everything, that one there. Not the McLean County one, that one.
This one?
Yep.
Thank you for agreeing to the land swap. I just can't see one reason why we would want that hill.
Moving forward.
Yeah. Okay, very good, thank
I
you.
make the motion to approve the vendor.
And I'll second it. The Ranger Park Edition, I just want to mention, all in favor? Okay. All opposed? Anyone opposed?
You can put some mission statement up, correct? So you can get pretty good, we'll read the first part, correct?
The Ranger Park Edition, I don't know if everybody's got a chance to read the letter that Brock wrote to the neighborhood. That's a great letter. Man, that was a great letter. And it exactly expressed what we were asking. Oh, I'm sorry. It exactly asked what we asked of the people. They do not want the bathrooms, and they don't have to have them. You know,
Yeah, it was just for the bathroom, I'm sorry, that was.
Oh, okay.
I was just gonna say, can I get the packet text and have Mark start signing those while you're...
Oh,
So you got a lot of response back?
Every person has had spoken to, I'd say, there were, at everybody I spoke to, there was probably, I think, 3 people that were in favor of doing it, but of course, the people that weren't, was the majority of it, I think, I don't know how many I printed off, but I had went through my whole stack, I clicked about 100 of them, and I was talking to everybody in the whole area, the whole edition over that way, and it was, it's a great concept, at least for our area, but it's going to be, I mean, most of it's going to have eyesore. So the other parks can be hidden away, you know, in park obviously, you know, that can fill that a little bit, but to have one where we let, an event addition over there is come down slightly. So it was mostly against.
you know,
But I guess it was suggested.
Yeah, close enough.
well, you know, at least the other pool or the other parks will be covered. So if somebody wants to take pictures, they can go to another park. But somebody told me, one of the residents said, you know, when I had kids come and knock on my door to go to the bathroom. So, you know what, there is no place to hide those porta potties, so I think that's,
At that location now, it's.
yeah, but still, like Kiddie Park, that's not a big deal, and, yeah, we can put them at the other part. So, anyway, this was very nice, and you did a great job, that's just wonderful, thank you. And at the same time, I'm gonna tell you, you did a great job with the ISI, and, I actually talked to one of the, yeah, and you know what, he was wonderful. And I just feel like we're gonna get so much, you know, more bang, yeah. Okay. The attorney, I called the attorney to get a letter written from the park board, and Vogel Law Firm has no record of us being clients, and our attorney has left the office.
because, I signed the papers and we went through.
I've got copies of everything that
Yeah,
we have.
isn't that, no, that really did, I'm not lying. Because I said to him, well, could you have somebody call me? And they've never
got a
had
bill,
anybody
right?
call me.
Well, several bills.
Yeah.
Yeah, we paid, and it all had on there what he did, and
They were
everything. I mean, we have They have paperwork,
They weren't listed by him, were they?
it all says on the wall.
I swear, that's exactly, she said to me, ma'am, we don't have any records of the West Spring Park.
Oh.
I asked Susan too.
Park District?
Yes.
You wouldn't be under the Park Board, you'd be under the Park District.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. So, I thought, no, I said, would somebody call me? And they didn't call.
When was this?
3 weeks ago, probably. And so, I called a gentleman, an attorney out of Fargo, and he said that he has no expertise. But there was his partner, and one of the partners in the business was the state's attorney in Barnes County, and he's taking care of this sort of thing. So I said, well, could he call me? And he called me right away. And they sent an agreement. And I'm just saying, I would like to sign this agreement for SW and L attorneys out of Fargo.
What do they charge?
You know what? I know what you're saying. There's not gonna be a fee. It's only gonna be as used. As we
So there
do.
was tender fee and that kind of stuff?
No,
or-
no.
But still, it's good to know what we're gonna be charged by the hour or whatever. When we do,
Not just a minute.
okay?
We are in charge. We will direct the engagement. It is attorney Lee Grossman is $300 an hour. And there's adjustment on the hourly rate. And billable time and minimum. They break it down into 5/10 of an hour.
Do you recall what the class was for,
200.
for 200 an hour?
Mm-hmm.
And which state you went with?
250. He was 250.
Okay.
Yep.
The constable. Have you looked elsewhere as well besides the Fargo then, or you?
No, I didn't. But when I got home, or when I said to Matt, I called Sterling's husband, and I said, but the only thing is they're in Fargo, and he said sometimes that's a good idea, to have an attorney out of town.
Okay.
So I left it at that and said, okay, I'll take this. So,
Would it be worthwhile to look at maybe some different options too, besides Fargo, maybe might not, or is this just other ones, such one? Not that be a good horse on it, but,
you know what, we use them so little, and you know what I'd say, sir, but I know the gentleman that I spoke to at that law firm, and I think he's very trustworthy. I think it's a very trustworthy firm,
Okay.
and yes, it's in Fargo, but please, if somebody wants me to, to look further, I certainly will, but
Your thoughts on it?
What did you call when you, asked, do they represent your district, or what did you ask? I was trying to do online things.
the attorney,
Yeah.
what does he was the state's attorney for Barnes County, and since then, it has developed into him taking care of municipalities.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was trying to look online for ones, and I couldn't find anything other than
His name is Lee Grossman. So he isn't S, he isn't W, and he isn't L.
So he charges $300 an hour,
Yep.
and the other attorney charges $200.
Mm-hmm.
Only the pay is needed, kind of thing, or only.
We will only pay as needed, yep, and there's no no other amount. In fact, it says that. The engagement is limited to the matter or matter specifically listed. Unless specifically listed, the engagement does not include motions to amend findings, motions, nothing, it's just $200 an hour.
I'm not so savvy on that. So I don't know.
Well, you know what, I'm gonna tell you, Brock, neither am I, and my only thing is, because I know the attorney that I called that's at this firm, and he told me, oh, I do have somebody, but I don't do it. I thought, I'm just comfortable with what he said,
Okay.
and, but nobody else,
This just says we record and bill our time in 1/10 units, 6-minute units. We may bill a minimum charge of 0.2 units an hour for each time of service, including but not limited to telephone calls and emails.
Yeah.
We may bill a minimum charge of 0.5 of an hour for any unrequested telephone call to the home or personal cell phone of any of our staff after hours on the weekend.
and we certainly wouldn't be doing that.
Yeah. Out-of-pocket costs, such as scanning, document scanning, postage, copying, couriering service, legal research, computer, medical records, court-recorded service, transcripts, filing fees, consultants, investigators, focus groups. Master retainer is $0.
Okay. This attorney was $250 an hour.
Well, that being said, I mean, since we don't cost of fantasy, I mean, I don't see why any issue that you get them signed up, and if we see any difference, we can go somewhere else,
Yep.
So, I'm gonna make a motion to push that further, push it through, or you don't wanna table it, or we don't wanna?
I mean, if we're only having to pay when we need them, and it says that we can terminate at any time in writing,
Yeah.
I think it's probably more beneficial just to get something on the table than,
Okay.
And the clerk charged $170 on Fogle. And I said, well, we're not under Washburn, and I asked under your name, Mark, and nope.
I was just a representative.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know, but your name it didn't pop up either.
Well, I would make a motion to, accept, Judy's,
Okay.
attorneys from the SW and L.
Attorneys,
I'll second.
I have two of these, so if anybody would like to read it,
All in
the
favor?
five print. Oh, all in favor?
No,
You're not in favor?
no, I think there's information from Vogel that you're overlooking. That's my,
What kind of information are we talking about,
we signed a contract with them, so they gotta have us on record. I think it needs to be looked into more, but
But what happens if, what happens if he left? He said,
worked
did
for
he take his clients with him? Or no, somebody
he sent
did.
us a letter notifying us that
he was departed,
he was leaving.
Yeah, somebody should have took us over as a client, I would think, at Vogel.
I
He
didn't
said he was.
look into it, so I can't
Yeah,
say.
right, but I think that's what would normally happen, though, right?
But the good thing about this, I mean, we'll obviously vote and then you look at the SW now, so we'll still hang on.
You guys passed it, that's fine.
Okay. All right. All in favor? And one opposed, okay. The parts. The Nelson equipment, we all just went over, and I'm going to ask, is everyone in favor of paying for the equipment now?
Did you come up with the contract that we were gonna
I just
approve?
heard of that.
I don't know if I did.
Yeah.
Dakota Playground. Yeah.
Install and everything?
Yeah,
And what about warranty? Warranty on equipment?
I have no idea.
We should have some kind of warranty stated. That way it keeps the painting or anything like that at the fault or.
Do you have the book anymore from the code up there?
Yep. Yeah, I sure do.
But not with you.
No.
Oh. We probably do that.
Barring anything different from a warranty,
That's not really a good thing to
Yeah.
do. I think we need a warranty and cover all of our bases before we sign a contract. Because what if they come back and say, oh, there is no warranty? You know what I mean?
you just said they're hiring a local crew to do that,
I don't know, but they come out of this much. It's actually the code of fence.
okay.
Okay.
Or if it gets set up wrong, you know.
When they plan on putting this in the ground?
Well, when it gets here,
Okay.
I couldn't order it because it was just impossible to get it put here till now.
You were gonna also look up, a timeline, remember the, so we sign the contract and we don't get it for another year or something like that. We were gonna try to commit to a timeline to get it installed.
Well, Mark, I don't know that they're willing to do that because in this day and age, if you don't get your, I tried to order this in September and it just got ordered. So,
Well, we haven't bought it to order it.
well, they put the order in on our goodwill.
What is this, is this a contract? What is it?
That's the bill.
Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, so it says that this can be withdrawn, it's not accepted within 30 days, and it's dated on January 4th.
Yeah.
And I see that you signed it on Q2.
So you want a guarantee, Mark, or a warranty?
A warranty on the equipment, because what if something gets damaged on the install or something like that?
Well, don't you think they fix that?
Pardon me?
You don't think they're gonna fix that if they,
Mark down the way,
Well, who's responsible for the install?
Okay.
they are?
Unless specifically noted above, price does not include tax, wages, bonds, permits, testing, special insurance provisions, or other fees. Above price does not include site work such as clearing and grubbing, grading, excavating, trenching, digging, surveying, drainage, concrete, curbing, flat work, knockout, stock cutting, jackhammering, or any other work not outlined above. The above price assumes immediate site access with large heavy equipment, and site restoration is not included.
And another thing is, we need to specify where this equipment's gonna go, so we can get that permitted from the city.
And Jason told me he would come up and suggest the layout. But
Are we also looking at a swing set? Oh, that was on that one drawing, right? Okay, never
yeah,
mind.
there's one.
I remember now. Thank you.
Payments is due upon shipment of the product, monthly progress billings, and balance due upon completion.
You know what, that makes a good point. How about if we give them 20 and then leave the balance until it's installed? It's 39,000. That will allow me to be compensated from, the garrison diversion and able to write another grant. What do you think about that, Paul?
Well, I mean, you guys have to decide what you think is best, but I still think that, I mean, as far as what Mark's saying, even before you make payment, you wanna know something about what the warranty on it is.
Okay,
I still think you wanna have that,
okay.
you wanna know that before you start spending that money.
Okay, all right. I will,
We would amend that a little bit and stuff and.
Yeah.
we send it over. I know, when is your deadline for your, for your diversion?
I think it is, this is March.
March. So we probably maybe for a special meeting if we have to. Maybe
But it
special
could be a 5-minute meeting.
That's fine, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
You know, cause I'm with you, I want you to push through, but as far as the next thing, I'm kind of
But-
too.
yeah.
I don't wanna be sitting on it.
If you don't mind, I'll make a motion that when you hold a special meeting for the playground equipment,
I'll second it.
hold off till then.
Okay, alrighty, now I'm gonna do Ken Winter.
Hold on,
Have to vote on it.
Oh,
that's right. Before we vote, I just have a
okay,
couple
all in favor?
Okay.
It says for their warranty, it says we work with landscape structures to offer the best playground warranties. Most first steel and aluminum components offer an amazing 100-year warranty. But after local Dakota playground representative for warranty.
Maybe a limited warranty, just a clarification before we say yes or no.
There you go. Okay, here we go. 2024 playground equipment warranty. Should any failure to conform to the above manufacturer shall upon being notified in writing promptly after discovery of the defect and within the applicable warranty period. Let's see here. Repairing any defective part or parts by making available a replacement part within 60 days of written notification. Manufacturer shall deliver the repaired or replacement part or parts to the site free of charge, but will not be responsible for providing labor or the cost of labor for the removal of the part or parts, the installation of any replacement part, or the disposal of any part.
So that they're only supplying us with any kind of,
Right. Replacement parts will be warranted for the balance of the original warranty.
under the 100-year.
Normally, you'll have to get a certified person to install
Oh,
it. We
yeah.
couldn't do it ourselves
Yeah.
because of the
it
liability.
depends.
If we didn't do it right,
Depends, because then it goes like 100-year limited warranty on all play booster and play shaper aluminum posts, stainless steel fasteners, clamps, beams, caps,
Money mowing,
structural, and then it goes down to like a 15-year warranty on these things, a 10-year warranty on these things,
It's just a clarification, and then we'll
8-year on these things, 5-year on these, 3-year on these,
and do a special committee.
yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, that's easy enough to do. I'm sorry I didn't look into it. I thought when you hired somebody, you expected it to be good.
Sadly, no, right?
Yeah, okay.
Well,
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I will do that.
you made a motion to,
Special meeting.
it's been seconded, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
All in favor?
All right.
all right.
Okay. Jim, what would you like to tell us about the pool?
Well, what would you all like to know right now?
Tell us about our lifeguards.
Okay, so currently we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 sure, 6, 7, 8, possibly, hopefully.
And this is coming.
2 for sure, okay, well then, that's another to the yes category.
I just talked to his mom and sister.
Okay.
Okay,
Emma was thinking she probably will not come back. And Carly was thinking she probably will not come back
oh,
also. She's one who got WSI certified
yeah.
last fall, so, you know, we had talked about paying for her. Obviously, we won't if she doesn't come back, so I did just clarify that with her too. But yeah, and then we have 4 for sure for office staff right now too, so.
And your brother said he wanted to be office staff.
Charlie?
Sorry. He just told me.
Hopefully there's an interview process. So as of right now, 6 yes and 4, 6 yes for
I'm
lifeguard.
sorry, so 7, actually 8 yes.
I'm sorry.
And this one here, and then Jake was a yes too, so 8 yes.
Yes, lifeguard.
And then We have a gal from Wyoming who reached out to Lynette initially, who's gonna be living here this summer with her grandparents, so I haven't spoken to her in a little while, but she did send me a copy of her certification, she was certified. So I went and got certified, we had one more who wants to be a lifeguard, no, two more, who have not gotten certified yet.
Question for you.
I'm not familiar with the left, other publications like that, but does it cover for if you're certified in Wyoming, does it cover?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep, it's drug test certified, you
Okay.
can work anywhere, so, yep.
Are these all just like verbal yeses or there's signs?
No, this, right now, kind of verbal, yeah, this is kind of an initial, who's interested type of thing. We haven't, I haven't even gotten applications back from everybody, we haven't done any kind of like interview process or anything.
What was the magic number we need to hit for?
I mean, I think if we wanna be open 7 days a week and evenings and be able to do lots of swimming lessons, I'd love to see at least 10 lifeguards. I think that's a good number.
I put in I talked to Wilton and sent them an email of, job description, and I have not heard one word, but I think I need to go talk down there. I think I need to go to Wilton, and I will go to Turtle Lake. I think they're just,
Question. Whose portfolio is gonna be this swimming pool?
we don't know that yet, Mark, but we're not on that.
Hold on,
We're not on that,
we were talking about the pool.
but we're not on portfolio.
Okay, I thought,
What's on your side then?
Well, I wanted to talk a little bit or touch a little bit on, looking into some of the lifeguards. There's been some things that have happened at the school with some people who potentially wanted to be lifeguards and now, I don't know. I'm just wondering, can you do background checks, can you do drug testing, stuff like that on minors? Because I don't wanna hire lifeguards who, are doing things like that, and I don't know how you
You have parental consent for,
that.
correct, for anything under 18, or is that?
yes, that's it. I don't care, I'll get the parents,
But even if you do a background check to see if they've had any past, I don't know if you even look at that for minors, if you have,
Question for you.
I'm sorry,
I know you're
honestly. What's the question?
for some of the minors that we would wanna hire at the pool, if we wanted to do a background check to see if they had any,
drug
drug
background.
cards or anything like that, is that something you can do on minors? I mean, is that even allowed?
We can do a background, but whether that can be, who it can be released to, that I'm unsure of.
Okay.
What about drug
you have to
testing
go
on minors?
before it's done. I believe.
Not necessarily.
Release and
For example,
I mean, even before you're actually hired.
if they're in a certain type of position, there's gonna be a certain section of the job, something to that effect is really released, so that becomes something that we would have to find out. The other question was,
Can you do drug testing on minors?
we don't do them, but you can, that can be, you can have that as a part of your, application process or hiring process.
Yeah.
Any job can do that.
Do they do the with dental first? If they're minors?
No,
They don't,
no.
okay.
And there's just like a facility with.
You would probably take them through OSNET, I would think.
Okay.
Or even if,
Or Turtle Lake, I think does.
any of the clinics
They
should
do
be
drug
able to do
testing,
a.
yeah.
I just, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that would be all right.
So,
You know what, though, I think it's really important, and I really think we have to put something in our handout there, handbook, about drugs.
Yeah.
About our enforcement of drugs, and it's zero tolerance.
Yeah.
Hey, Bill, with this a little bit. So, it's part of your application, like you said, and then, because if they're a minor, the parents gotta sign the form as well. But then if they refuse, if there's suspicion, and as long as you pay for it and everything, and then if you say, we want you to go take the drugs, if they refuse, it gives you grounds to
not hire them.
not hire them or to let them go.
To be mind, I had one thing
Yeah.
I forgot.
Oh,
I wanted to talk to you guys about, the possibility of going into the summer of doing payroll as direct deposit rather than doing
Yeah.
checks. With people losing checks and all that stuff, the back and forth of having to get them to people and everything, I think it would simplify a lot of things.
Is that an easy process on your
It's a
part?
pretty easy process to get set up. The only thing is just gonna be, you'd have to have, people would all have to have bank accounts to set up the direct deposit, obviously, but.
It makes it probably easier too for filling out, signing checks too.
Yep, absolutely, because we go through a lot of checks doing payroll and it would simplify everything, yeah.
I think it's a great idea, and it just, it'll save kids running after their checks. They are all going to have a bank account, but do they charge for a bank account? I don't think they do.
No, you can get a savings account for like
Yep.
$25, I think, so.
Yep.
Sorry to interject, but they still need a pay stub though, so.
Yeah, we have.
We have by paper or email, so you want to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
So maybe what we do, like, in back to the pool thing, whoever has ends up with the pool portfolio, maybe sit down with you and write up, input handbook. But, right.
Is that something that we're gonna wanna do with
I think we should do that with all, not just the pool, but parks and.
all the employees?
Employment, yeah.
Is that something that we're gonna wanna discuss with the attorney, because there's gonna be legalities of it with minors, and they can guide us in how we can do that, I would think.
I have a handbook. They had handbooks last year that they did, yeah. And I got it from the, director down in Bismarck, who happens to be our music instructor, so she's very helpful, and she gave me hers, and I copied over it, and the kids all signed them last year. But, we have to take a serious look at drug use. I need know it every day.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would think you guys could get a background, being that they're gonna be working with kids, but, I don't wanna speak for
Yep.
either of us, so I would just verify that with our chief deputy or lieutenant.
And these are kids too who, they're CPR certified,
Right.
they're in charge of people's lives.
And they're
So,
watching over the kids.
You can't have somebody who.
The issue is if they're also a juvenile, the records are technically sealed from public, so,
Right.
yeah.
Is the pool, I need to use you.
Yeah.
And are they also in on that when they start?
When you do your lifeguard certification, you have CPR training rolled into that, and then that's part of that, yeah.
And we also CPR trained all of our office staff,
Yeah.
so that everybody was CPR trained.
Which
Which
actually
makes
not all the
perfect
office girls ended up doing that last year, and
Yeah.
I think that needs to be a requirement.
Yeah.
It's just a good thing.
Yeah.
To have.
Yeah, and they do it, the ambulance,
Yeah.
Emily sets up and just does,
And assist.
Yeah.
What about, adding coaches to that too? I mean, they're
yeah,
dealing with kids and other people watching heat strokes and stuff like that. I think it'd be benefit. I mean, all the high school coaches have to be.
What do we pay for that, Mark?
Not sure.
Well, it was minimal, I'm gonna say it was $25 or $30.
I thought it was 25.
Yeah, I think it was.
I mean, that's pretty inexpensive.
I think they go out of their way to make it affordable so that more people do it.
You know what, it just sets a principle, it just sets a principle that we want good staff,
Well, not only that, it's not a negative, I mean, it's a positive.
Positive, and it's a positive for those that take it,
So for the ones that have said yes, when is the training, and just like mine out, right? Or has that already happened?
For the lifeguard?
Correct.
So actually, one gal did it over Christmas break.
Okay.
And then there is, February, well, the one in February, they obviously not doing because it's going on, I think, this weekend. But March, there's one, April, there's one. I'm imagining in May there'll be probably a couple. Our goal was to try to kind of get some of them done earlier rather than like in May scrambling, trying to get them done.
which is,
There's two more, I think,
So basically, for the ones that have done, we've already hired them on already then?
Well, not technically, I don't think.
Okay.
I mean, like I said, I don't even have applications
Okay.
for I want everybody, even if they work for us last year, I want them to refill out an application, because I think we need to add in the druggy stuff
Yeah.
and have them re-sign everything. And so, yeah, I mean, I think that would be a good thing to.
And there was a girl that took her life saving at Christmas, and it's $300, and we pay them, we pay for that. But they've been getting trained at the last minute, and so it wasn't a big deal, but this girl did it in December, so her parents are holding the bill for $300, and the mother asked if she could be compensated. And I said, that isn't how it reads, but I will take it. And so last month we voted that, yes, we would do that, which is how I got into the attorney business, because I called the attorney to write up something to allow them to be paid, but to be responsible for that money should the girl not go to, become a lifeguard. So I wanted to get that, and I also think I'm going to include the attorney in writing, telling me about the drug use. Don't you think we should?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So would anybody say okay to that? With
Yeah, I'll make a
the-
motion to ask the attorney those questions about the drug use and background checks on minors.
Okay.
Okay, no, that's good. I wanted to ask, last year we had talked about, bonuses for returning lifeguards, and we had kind of talked maybe as a Christmas bonus or something like that. I just kind of wanted to bring that up again and just say I think it'd be a great thing to do, even if we do it at the beginning of the year when these lifeguards now come back, if it's something we start. I think it'd be a nice. Yeah, right. For those that are gonna keep coming back, give them a little bonus for coming back to work for us. That's the thought.
A flat out one time?
Yep.
Okay, what are you thinking?
I don't know. I think that's up to you guys to decide.
Well, we don't have to decide it today, because we will be giving it to them when they do come back to work.
Right.
Okay.
So, yep, I just wanna touch on that, and then, the other thing is where.
I don't have enough room for that. You weren't giving that kind of room.
Sorry, I have a lot more to go into it.
No.
The rest of it is mostly stuff that we had talked about last year, needing fixes or replacements, for equipment. Do you want me to redo that list?
Yes, please, yeah.
Okay, so, lifeguard chairs, the two that are there that are stationary they're not safe.
So we need 2 new lifeguard chairs.
For sure, one, that other one we really never used, the one on the side where all the stairs, lunch chairs are. We really don't ever use that one, so not as concerned, but I think for sure, the main one we use right outside the office door, that needs to be. And we would like something that's not quite as high. Because when we practice our jump, it's a little iffy jumping from that high into that shallow water.
Yeah, okay, well that makes
You really gotta squat up, so,
Yeah.
Anyways, and then, the basketball hoop we had talked about, and that was broken, getting a new one, possibly. The rock wall needed to come down and be.
Yeah, and Chris said he would take that down
Okay.
and have it repaired and back up in time for full.
Okay, there was several spots of tile that was broken along the top.
And he said he was going to repair that.
Okay, the pool floor, I know that half of it got painted, I think last year, right, the deep end, but I think it probably wouldn't hurt to paint the
Yeah,
other side
paint the pool, yeah.
this year.
I brought a thing that we received from one of the park things for a discount on, for the pool.
And I know we had some left, but I know we need to also paint the bathroom, so I don't know how much is left. And then, also I think we were gonna paint the floor in the men's, bathroom or changing room, which I think we also have the paint for that, but we didn't get to that yet. And then, the handicap chair, needs a new battery. So it doesn't work at the time. New prongs for the ladders, a lot of those were cracked or broken. And then, countertop in the office.
Yeah, and that's gonna come in, we're gonna,
Okay,
and we're covered in countertop.
okay, yep, okay, so yep, those are my things that I had.
You guys have a list or something set in mind as far as the people that are gonna take that pool operator class?
Oh, yes, sorry.
Okay, now, I've been working with Associated Pools, and I finally said to the lady, you still don't have this scheduled. So, if I'm telling you I'm bringing you 4 people, and they can't come on Friday, you've got to tell me that you can do it Friday night and Saturday. And she said, well, have you ever thought about doing it online? So, I've asked and asked and asked. So, I have some letters that I have to look up, to look where it is on, but that can, and you know what? They will do that. Tracy will do that. They will do it, and especially if they don't have to take a day in business.
Right.
Aren't you glad to hear that?
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, it just doesn't make sense.
Right, yeah, I said that I would do it, Tracy Bigger said she would do it, April Huddersfield. And Tracy and April also said they would get their WSI certifications to help us with teaching swimming lessons.
And I think that would be a fabulous.
Yeah, first of all, they're adults and they're teachers, and second of all, it's like, you know, like with Emma or Carly who had said they wanted to do it and then they don't come back. It's like we're gonna be paying for a lot more to do it if we're just training the lifeguards. I think many.
And they're gonna come back. They're gonna come back to us, and they've got kids. Yeah. Okay.
So, and yeah, I mean, they approached me for it, so I know that they are happy to do it. So,
Yeah.
so we have several people who will do both of those things.
I said, April, do you want to be a lifeguard? And she said, no, because I can't dive. And I'm not going to dive.
That's a question.
Yeah.
I've been through that course a couple times, and it's almost a necessity to do it in person, because there's so much to retain in a big book, and to be able to have questions brought up, and then they also do math questions, and the instructor works with everyone so you can figure out the chemical balancing and everything like that, and how to measure your pool, and how to figure out to do it online, and then you have to take 100 questions at the end of for the test, and if you don't have the attention span, you're not going to pass the test.
Okay.
But they're gonna pass. They're gonna pass. And you know what, Mark, they wouldn't have it online if you weren't going to be able to graduate from it online.
But I don't know how you're going to take a 100-question test without it being supervised.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know.
it's something
I don't know how they're going to do it.
You know, I agree with you, Mark, but there is some change. Everything is going to computer-based training.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I do agree with you, because you do lose some of that,
One-on-one.
yeah, personality, you know, instead of just sitting down and.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
you can do whatever, but I'm just saying that I see big benefit in going to the class.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because they usually allow about 40 people into the class, and there's always like 10 people that really struggle.
Well, I think we have to go for the,
That's fine.
you know,
Or personal preference, if they wanna do it online, they wanna do it online, if they wanna do it in
Right.
person, they can go do it in
Yeah.
person.
Depends on how they got it set.
How and everybody's gonna learn something different.
but I just said to the lady, I have been studying over this class for years. Why didn't anybody ever tell me? Yeah. But, you know, they still don't have it scheduled.
Well,
Just
no,
so
I
that,
looked online too to try to find classes. I found one in Fargo, and it's on like a Tuesday and a Wednesday. So that's what makes it hard, like it's all I found, I mean, it's very minimal, and then it's during the week, well, we all obviously have jobs. So that's what made it hard.
well, and I said, I'm taking people from one school. It's a little school. They can't all be done.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
so I was pushing for a Friday night, Saturday morning thing.
Right, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
Okay,
Thank you.
Jim, do you have more?
No, I think I'm ready.
Okay, but we do have some work to do.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yep.
All right, Jim has asked for some things for the pool, and I think it's very important we get these things ordered. We need a new basketball hoop, and we do. The kids play that basketball all the time. And the tip. It's important that we have proper equipment, so I'm going to ask if we can order a basketball hoop and a new tip.
I don't have a problem with it. Would that fall under a portfolio?
Right, the portfolio.
No, it's just under general maintenance.
Alright. Sounds good, then I guess I'll make a motion to, purchase these items for this.
Okay, Brock, okay, is there a second?
The other thing too is, we're kind of in need to replace all the ladder rungs.
Oh, that's right, ladder run. Can we add that on too?
Yes, ma'am, all on the list of them.
Because I'm sure we can order all those from, yeah,
For the general maintenance, upkeep.
Yeah.
When to maintain.
Whatever maintenance is needed for the.
yeah. So, I think I'm going to list chair, hoop, and ladder rungs.
We need battery for the field trip.
Battery for, okay.
For the chairlift.
Is this something you have at a catalog, or is it something that you can find?
Yeah, there's,
Okay.
it's right there on the list.
Okay. Well, no, all
I think that postcard had like cool accessories and
Okay.
stuff too on the back of it. I don't know if it'd be the manager.
It's probably ordered off the list.
Yeah, or associated
Associated,
pool, or
yeah.
the rec, pool rec supply, another
Right.
one in Bismarck.
So this is a local associate.
Local, or, yeah.
So we have a deal with this company then?
We ordered last or something.
Associated pool,
Yeah.
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 You know, they might not be the best deal around. I mean, we've never searched for a best deal, but they're the only deal around here. So, you know, sometimes it's kind of nice to have the ability to call up and say something broke and they come fix it. And I'm going to tell you, I worked with the gentleman that turned the, that drained the pool last year, and they were great guys. I mean, they were just workers. So, and you've got to say that too. So, okay, so we're going to make a motion to buy stuff for the pool. A chair, a hoop, ladder rungs, and a battery for the chair.
Brock made the motion on.
Okay, Brock, okay, and okay. Anything else you want to tell us for the good of the group?
Not today.
Well, and you guys are in agreement that I should talk to them about, I can send him what we have as a pool application and our guidebook. And they sign that guidebook. The guidebook kind of has regulations about the pool, their suits and that sort of thing. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I have a copy of that here if anybody wants to see it, but I guess I haven't read through it.
Okay, yeah. All in favor?
Alright.
Okay. All opposed? Motion passed. Okay, we're gonna go, we are going to move on to debt.
I passed that, Richard have one packet of information. The Lars, we did this a few years ago back when I was coaching. They reached out, they actually called my dad. He was still in the park board, he kind of headed it. He passed it on to me. I think it was a great fundraiser that we did the year we did it. We used like step one, obviously, is choosing our ticket option, and then, we have to put a deposit down, and then we sell those tickets. So we buy the tickets for $5 cheaper, and then we sell them so for $10, we sell them for $15, for $20, we sell them for $25. And then we make that, additional $5 for our program. We also get to do a miracle minute, kids get to run around with a little bucket, people put money in the bucket, we just do a 50-50, and they'll recognize us at the game and make announcements throughout the game. A couple different ticket options are just a general ticket, you get a hat, you go to the game. The more expensive ticket is go to the game plus food for 90 minutes, from the time the gates open, 90 minutes after that. I think the kids had fun doing it the last time.
Don't they give us an area to sit to?
And we get to choose a side that we want to sit on. You'll see on the second page, they're highlighted yellow. It's bleacher seats. Personally, if any of you have been to a large game or not, I would recommend the section on the left-hand side because the sun's going to be to our back. Where on the right-hand side, the sun's going to be kind of coming at your face.
How many seats do they want, how many seats do they tell you they're going to buy? Do they have a
They don't
minimum?
have like a minimum. I think the minimum is like 50.
Okay.
Which should be pretty easily doable. I remember, and when we did it the last time, we did our deposit and then we went back and ended up having to get more because we sold out. And we can get up to 350 tickets.
Okay. Okay, well, I think,
10 minimum of 10 tickets to 350 is what it says here.
So is this a fundraiser for just the fall,
I would
or what are you thinking?
I would say, because that's kind of what they're geared towards is for the
Baseball,
baseball and softball program, for equipment upkeep and stuff like that. I think it would be beneficial to go into that fund for, obviously, the helmets, Texas gear, stuff like that. We try to rotate every few years.
Yeah.
We coach.
yeah, and you know what, I think if we really pushed it and put some ads out and kind of got busy and saw that families went, we could raise some nice money for the baseball program. And we could have a good time together, you know.
I think the people see it's for the kids.
For the
I
kids.
think it's really
And I know
good
the
for
last
kids.
time we did it too, we didn't even offer the $10 option just because for $15 extra, or for $10 extra, you were getting a meal too, and it's all you can eat.
Yeah.
Hamburger, hot dogs.
And kids like it, you know, then they all can sit
Yeah.
together,
And
What
the
are the
kids,
recommendations of?
I thought it was a great idea, and when they called, they offered to do it for us, and again, this year, and they send out the marketing stuff for us, they'll provide us with posters, I believe, so. The only other thing too is the schedules on the back. I think we should pick a few dates, that way we can, I can call down there and see what dates they have available, and hopefully we have a few of those dates.
Well, I make a motion that we put Jack in charge, but that we help get this, you know, get the date picked and get the people there. When do kids register for baseball? Because I think that would be a good time to catch people.
I believe registration usually is typically when we did it was middle of April, and that way with shirt and hat ordering and stuff like that, we
Yep.
need our numbers
Yep.
and everything. I
When
don't know what
would
they've
it
done.
end? Like, would it be better to do it like at the end of the season?
That's what we did. We did the end
Kind
of,
of like
it was
wrap
kind of
up
in
of the
July,
season.
August,
Yeah,
when we
okay.
did it. It was kind of their little last,
Yeah.
Okay.
deal, and I know typically the Pee Wee Little League season usually ends that second, third week in July. Usually because we go 4th of July break, and then they usually have another week or two of games. I don't know what they've done in years past now, since I've been gone, but.
Well, that's perfect timing to know that we're probably not going to get rained out,
Right.
you know.
And it's also, then we have all summer too, the kids can,
Right.
if we get our coaches on board to promote this to the kids as well, they can take it home to their families and they can kind of sell the tickets themselves as a fundraiser for themselves.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so like the 27th, like you could do the 27th or the 28th July.
Well,
yeah, so
what do
it's
you
kind of
think?
that last,
I mean, what do you think, that weekend?
yeah, that would be a good weekend. The only one is Sundays, and afternoon game.
Right.
A
Yeah, so
1:05
that we have an
start.
evening or.
And I think it'd be better to do it in the evening.
Yeah, because it's gonna be tough to have it 1:05.
That's true, yeah.
So let's look at like the 27th
Mm-hmm.
for the date, and then if that's not available, maybe the 30th or 31st. I know that's during the middle of the week, but it's also
It's still evening,
6:35 start.
Yeah.
People can.
Yeah, I would say the 27th would be first choice, and then the 31st would be second.
I'll give them a call right away tomorrow. He's been waiting for this. So.
Yeah, I got a call from a guy that he was asked, he had a whole other thing and I was saying, oh yeah, we're gonna take care of it.
Did you start making a motion?
Yeah. I made a motion to put Jack in charge and for us to help him.
I'll second.
Jack, I'm putting you in charge so that you're the guy that's setting the dates and stuff that I will plan to help you. And I can tell Brock this.
And then so like once I get the dates that I, for the ticket, so he's gonna want to know how many we're gonna want right away for a deposit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can bring that up when we have the special meeting. Or we having a special meeting for them?
We are,
Place out.
So we can do it, we can have that in
And then
the
talk to you for
approval for the check or whatever, yeah.
deposit. We get our deposit back too.
Oh, okay.
So if we can
Do we have any rough numbers from previous years, like how many people have to get us, attended,
I don't have any. I can ask them if they have anything from what we did the last time we did it, and maybe base our numbers off of that.
cause it's more of a personal thing, right, so you don't have to go, you can go, if it's an option, but you don't have, do you get tickets, do you get the tickets,
Yep.
No.
We got stacks of tickets. They sent us tickets, and then we sold them.
but you have to sell them, they're paying for the ticket,
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, there was, when I started, we had just done it that year. So you had a good year selling them that year, but then you did it the next year, and I don't think they sold quite as well the second year. So I don't know what the difference was there, but you'll just want to take that into consideration just to make sure that.
And see if it was something like what the dates were, what they
Right.
The second time we lost a little money.
I feel like that was the way that it went the second time. So yeah, that would be just something to take into consideration. You probably don't want to throw too much into it,
Right.
but something reasonable.
Oh,
and just
easy.
see how
Go
it-
back
I can
and
always
ask
ask
for
him,
more.
go back and ask him why
Yeah.
we did that.
Yeah.
We did it when the first year.
Yeah.
right? Anyway, can we vote on, I need to have, somebody make a motion, okay, Shelley motion.
So you
No,
want to know.
you
Oh,
want to.
okay. That's right. Okay, let's take a vote. All in favor, say aye. All opposed? Okay. We're gonna move on to the golf course. The golf course, we have been giving them $5,000 in the spring when we get our money. And I happen to know that the golf course is doing some inside stuff, and they would really appreciate the $5,000 because they don't have any money when they start out in the year. So $5,000 gives them, they're trying to dress up the inside and make it a little more room for bigger groups. And they also are putting in air conditioning because you come in from golfing and you are not going to sit and have a hamburger in that clubhouse. So they're making it temporarily comfortable. And so they are spending $30,000 and they said, oh good, they will only have, somebody's giving them 10, so they said, oh good. So they'd be closer. So I would like to make the motion that we, again, give them the $5,000. They are part of us. They kind of run their own thing. We don't bother with them much. A couple of years ago, I actually sat on the board because they actually had meetings, but they haven't done that for some time. So,
are we sitting well enough to do that?
You expect the taxes are coming in now, and they're getting the monthly payments from the city. Like I said, I think we just got 60-something, and I think this next month will be a bigger portion usually. So, I mean, I think you're in a position where you can definitely do that. I'm just gonna reiterate kind of, I guess, what I've said before is maybe discussing with them rather than just a donation, something to work together and sponsor a whole and get the park board's name on a whole. Try and tie you guys closer together, rather than just $5,000.
And it's $5,000 every year for,
Right.
Yeah,
No recognition.
and I absolutely am going to do that, because it's time, and I just brought up the logo that, they had made for us. Who's the gal that, Melissa had made the logo.
that's what I would just say, you know, maybe.
Jeff, do you know what they're paying for, what people are paying to sponsor a whole?
Since I've been asked, we haven't even had a board meeting.
Yeah, no, that's what I said, they used to have lots.
Well, see, the thing about it is it wouldn't necessarily have to be what other people pay to sponsor a whole. You could just say, here's $5,000 for sponsor, we want to sponsor a whole.
Like
That's
if
what we'll pay you to
If we
sponsor a whole.
sponsor we'll give you $5,000, but we want a sign saying we're sponsoring whole number one.
Right.
Recognition showing that we're
Yes, that we're a part.
Yep.
part of it,
Yeah.
or if there's some way we can be part of a new remodel,
Yep,
if they have a sponsorship board or something.
Yep.
Having our name on that, or if it's on the, I know like, our business, we're on the scorecard, so we give a donation every year to be on the scorecard, and we sponsor a whole, but the whole is a flat fee, so we paid it once and we're on there for good. But,
Yeah.
I think if we could figure out a way to get on either the scorecard, 'cause we're giving money every year,
Right.
do that. And I can
Are you on the board? Go for
be
it.
in charge if I get approved to be on that board. I've been asked, I haven't been approved yet, so.
but they haven't had a meeting, right?
Yeah, I understood. So yeah, I would just, I would amend your motion, I guess, to have, whole number one sponsored by you.
A whole sponsor. Okay, is anybody going to make a motion to that?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, Jeff, and I will second it. Okay, all in favor? Okay. Okay, now we're up to portfolios. And let's hurry. Yes, absolutely, they have to go. Oh, I have to sign them. Can I sign them in the morning?
Yeah, if that's more convenient for you.
Okay, not at school. Yeah, I'll sign some. I'll sign some.
I do not have any sign right
Okay,
now.
yeah, okay.
Hold your hostage.
What's that?
Hold your hostage here.
Okay, Mark wanted to know who would be interested in certain portfolios.
What did you have in mind as far as division-wise?
He's the chairperson.
Well, there would be somebody for the pool, because that's an entity in itself. There would be somebody for grounds, which would be parks. And I think that's all. Yep, and one will be, the sports activities. And you know what, you said something,
Parks and Rec. And then it's golf course.
Oh, the golf course. That's okay.
okay, you said something that you don't do soccer through the park board?
Correct.
Why?
I think it was something you started.
Yeah, well, no, it was said before I came here, however, I did take it over. That being said, it sounds kind of weird to say, but like, I want to have 100% control of everything I do.
Yeah,
I have games that are considered super, we obviously Parks and Rec. We have some that are super recs that we have to attend to. Some of these kids that want to continue playing, not just, in season, they have, I'm not sure they're the governing body for that, they have to release them to play different, my sons play different bit marks, I have to release them to play bit marks. So there's actually a lot more restrictions than just, it has to go to US Soccer, the FIFA. So it's a huge governing body, and even though it's rec soccer here in Washington, I do have a few kids that do actually play, that have to do a lot more things than just, I'm trying up this fall for a couple games or whatever it is. And that's all great, fine and dandy, but it's, I feel like I'd like to,
Yeah, no, I get it, but because can I tell you what I think more than anything is you kind of know it.
Yeah.
I don't, you know.
But it's a different energy, sorry for speaking out, but because of the insurance and stuff as well.
Yeah,
because you don't want to get the park board tied into the liability of the.
We have to get different, and this is something everybody, the issues we have to get, even though we're covered by a website, we have to get one coverage for every, or every spot we play for. And so.
But you could come to the park board for donations.
Yeah, in the past, all we've done, we've asked for the blessing to play on park board land, like, things in the past. Now, in the past, it was always the, Mercury has been a great help in getting things pushing forward, because if not, because obviously all we are, is community-based, so.
Judy, have you thought of, as far as those portfolios go, breaking it down a little further?
Yeah.
And having like, one person for the pool that's in charge of like pool maintenance, one person in charge of the pool that's in charge of like the swimming lessons, one person that's in charge of maybe just lifeguards in general. I mean, kind of one for like the ball program.
But we don't have that many people.
Well, if you have 5, if you had 2 or 3 for the pool under specific things for the pool, and then 2 or 3 for the parks under specific, like, parks maintenance type of thing. And there'd be some ways you could break it down a little further to maybe try to get a little bit more attention to some other things that maybe aren't being looked at. Or looked at as closely, I guess I could say.
What we've done in the past is whenever a portfolio, you have the general oversight of the pool, and then you delegate to like the pool manager to do things like swimming lessons, things like that. And then all you have to do is come back to the board and give them an update of what's going on. I guess that's what I've been doing for the last 4 years.
So, is there anybody in this room that knows what they would like to be part of?
So there's 4 portfolios then, or 5?
5, I have, 4.
This is 5?
I have pool, grounds, sports, activities, and the golf course.
7.
Sounds good.
Parks would fall underground.
Yeah. Parks and grounds.
I'll come tomorrow.
Okay.
If I go to school, I'll come out.
Okay.
But you can write 15.
That'll cover it for now.
All volunteer for the sports side of it.
Okay.
Parks and Rec.
Yes, sir.
I think this was for-
I would do golf course.
Perfect. Do you have an interest? I just quickly have to tell you, you have to run for park board, you have to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trophies.
You
I don't know,
too.
Mark, do you have interest in a portfolio?
Well, I've been locked out of the pool and I've been locked out of the shop, so I don't think I'm wanted.
I don't have a key either, Mike, so don't say you've been locked out of the
I've
outside.
been locked out. I've been threatened that I'm trespassing if I enter the pool area.
Oh, okay, I don't know anything about that, sorry.
And you were here when that happened. And Chris brought it up. When I finalized the
Oh,
winterizer,
you broke the door. You broke in, Mike. That's what he was upset about.
I broke in because I'm locked out.
Oh, you broke
And the
it.
gate latch broke. I didn't break in.
Would you remove me?
No, because of the treatment I've been getting for the last year. I'm not gonna take the portfolio, because my intention is to run for city commission where I'm not held back from freedom of speech.
Mark, I've had a heart attack, and I've been told.
Well, I can see why.
Okay,
I will go to the pool.
okay, good, thank you. And I'll do the grounds, but I have no idea what that, I have no idea what that is.
I don't do it.
If it means,
Well, your playgrounds, you got the toilet playground ordered.
oh, yeah, I guess that's okay, all right, thank you.
I'll fix it if you want.
No, that's fine, no, that's great. Well, I'm gonna call this,
I'll be with the grounds, but they're down in the pool.
So we already knew the ISI, right, correct? That
What's
was
that?
the first to meet ISI?
yeah, so that we did,
Okay.
yeah, sorry.
Then I was probably.
Well, something came up about it,
Did we sign a contract with them?
yes,
Do you sign the contract?
it's, and they've been paid for.
That was last meeting.
ISI is more expensive, but they're coming 5 times.
Well, they're matching the price.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, they're more expensive, but they're coming 5 times. And why would we pay for what we have? You know, it's just, I hope it works out, you know, with hope.
Motion done.
Yeah.
So who's doing, Parks and Grounds?
I'm doing Parks and Grounds.
So yeah, we're gonna
Did
approve
you
that.
ask who?
Actually, we'll first we need to approve it, there's a motion to approve the
Oh,
portfolio.
okay. There's a motion on the floor to approve the portfolio.
Second.
Okay, who?
Doctor's motion.
Okay, I made kind of a motion.
Oh.
Yeah, who wants to second it? Yeah.
And did you second?
I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. All opposed?
What about secretary position? Are you doing both?
Yeah, I just, what I do is I turn on the program and take some minutes off of that. I take notes on things that I think I need to know, and we don't have anybody right now.
Has it been easy to access the, everything?
Yeah?
Okay.
Oh, yeah. You just go on, YouTube.
Okay.
And, you know, there's a few little things, but, you know what, if you are sitting in front of the TV, you can call the office here, and they'll put you right to it. There's a number, and I've got that number down. Yep,
Well, motion to adjourn?
yes.
The next meeting is the 13th. You have a table.
I know what 5:13 instead of 5:15. I saw that and I thought I can't change it.
You have to adjourn. And I'll second to adjourn.
You know what, my mouth